Yeah, so we got to Google this. All right, so Google hashtag wonderfully hungry, and what Google should give you are numerous examples of people saying they're wonderfully hungry. So I am wonderfully hungry, Miles. I hope you had a healthy. It means you had a healthy appetite, right? So you're able to eat like a piece of healthy fruit at the moment, Miles, right? All right, so the being healthy like that, it's wonderful, right?
Yeah.
And then appetite. That's the same thing as hunger, right? Yeah, so you have a healthy appetite. Everyone agrees it's true when we think it's true. It's the same thing as wonderfully hungry, so it must be true too. That's why when people ask how I'm doing or I'm asking how other people doing, I make a point of saying I'm wonderfully hungry because it's one of those things that's provably true. See, there's a lot of things out there people believe is true, like they can believe they're good. But this is one thing that I can prove is true. Because I just start off with healthy appetite. Well, just start off with healthy appetite is true. And everybody agrees. Break it down for them. Being healthy is wonderful. Appetite, same thing as hungry. So wonderfully hungry must be true too. So that. And then ultimately, I eat something and show them that I'm able to eat. And then they go, oh, you do have a healthy appetite. You are wonderfully hungry. See, there are a bunch of things out there people believe is true, but you're hard-pressed to prove it. Yeah, so it is. So we established, you're saying you're good, which is something we can believe we are, but we can't prove we are. Nonetheless, we established you're wonderfully hungry too. So Miles, try saying you're wonderfully hungry. So how are you?
I'm wonderfully hungry.
All right, there you go. But see, you put a lot of thought into it, all right? And not only that, your body language, instead of going the right way, I'm wonderfully hungry, you went like this, I'm wonderfully hungry. Means what? Means you really had to think to overcome in the heart. And that's fine. It means that you and I are alike in that in our heart of hearts, neither one of us wants to be hungry. Started when we were small children and cried about it. That's one thing small children cry about and don't like or want. We're still that way deep down inside in our heart of hearts. We're still that way about it. And I should know, I'm a heart doctor, so I should know what's inside of the heart. Inside of the heart, we're still that way. Don't like it, don't want it. And it's also true what they say. We believe what we want to believe, in our heart to believe. Because in our heart we still don't want our hunger, our healthy appetite, we can't ever believe it's wonderful to be able to just say it like we believe it, like automatically, without thinking. Like we can say good, because we can believe we're good without even thinking about it. But wonderfully hungry, we have to think about it. And not only that, even when we think and we're saying it, oftentimes the heart will make us go the other way with it. That's our heart doing that. But this brings up an important thing. That means if we're not saying we're wonderfully hungry, we're going to be terribly hungry instead. You know what it means to be terribly hungry?
You on that.
No, there's a special word. I was waiting for the word. You didn't say it. It's all right. It's all right. It's this word. It's actually two words squinched together. It's hungry and angry squinched together. Hangry. See, and what it does, you've heard of that, right? When someone says they're hangry, that means what? They're mad, and they'll kick the dog. The dog only wants some love and wants to hug, and is happy to see the owner come home, and the owner does what? Yeah, kick the dog because they're hangry. It's a terrible thing to do. They kick the dog. Your dog did nothing wrong other than it's been waiting for you to come home, and it's so glad to see you. So its tail is wagging, and it can't help itself but jump up and down and stuff. But if we're hangry, we might kick the dog. It's such a mean and terrible thing to do. And that's how we all are until we're saying, ooh, we even say, oh, we're wonderfully hungry. So that we would then be able to behave wonderfully.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do that because it takes the mind. We need to have it in our mind to be able to not get carried exactly, not get carried away, not mindfully, not fly off the handle, not kick the dog, not yell and scream, and not say mean things out of our mouth, and not to have an ugly face. That's what it means. So when we're saying we're wonderfully hungry, we're able to do this. All right, but you've not really hearing people say they're wonderfully hungry, have you?
Not sure.
All right. So definitely you should Google this. All right, Google this hashtag wonderfully hungry, so you can see other examples of people saying they're wonderfully hungry. All right, so that'll make it real for you because you don't see it often.
Yeah.
And then when you choose to do this, this is the only healthy way to stop being hangry. Because otherwise, people be doing a very unhealthy thing to stop being hangry. You know what they do?
What?
They wolf down food so fast and so much to stop being hangry
Yeah.
that they really overeat and get sick.
Oh.
And they get high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and they get really, and they end up really sleepy and fall asleep and unhealthy, just all around unhealthy. This is what it means. They're using food in large amounts as a drug to stop being hangry. Yeah, they're not. They can't be happy because they can't even enjoy the food. They're wolfing it down too fast. They're not even enjoying tasting the food that they're eating. And so that's terrible because that losing out on enjoying food is terrible too. Because we do a lot of eating every day, several meals, and usually that's the time we're with people we like too, the family. What's that? Yeah, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at least 3 times, and they might even say that. Oh, we're so hungry, it's starving. And that's what a terrible thing to say because it isn't true. Because that would offend people around who may have actual people who are gone for weeks without eating in countries that have famine. For us to say that is probably the worst thing we could possibly say around people. So this is how we stop doing that. If we're always saying we're wonderfully hungry, we got it in our minds back. And so our mind is always working. Otherwise, our hearts would hijack the tongue, and all kinds of terrible things would come out from there.
Yeah.
So this is so important. So you make sure you choose to do this. So till we talk again, Miles, I hope for you it's even healthier.
Wonderful.
No, just to always say we're wonderfully hungry in all ways, especially caring to convince it forward. We all need to do this to stop being hangry. And when people ask you about it, where this come from, they think you make this up because they never heard this before.
Yeah.
Then you just tell them Google hashtag wonderfully hungry, so they can see for themselves that you didn't make this up, and you're not the only one who's doing this only healthy way to stop being hangry.